Dr. Bashiru Dawodu. I'm the member representing Oshodi Solo Constituency 1 in the Federal House of Representatives, the National Assembly, Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. By way of background, I was born in Oshodi. I think I'm third generation by birth in Oshodi, both sides. And I was educated Mayflower School in Kenya, King's College, Lagos, the University of Lagos, the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and then onwards to, after graduating as a medical doctor, was on scholarship to first to UK, then to United States, where I studied two different fields in medicine and practiced in the US, specifically, well, a couple of areas in the US as a consultant. After 20 years of practice, came home to join this movement to liberate our people. And politically, I think the journey started aggressively in 2006. And after the third attempt, I was fortunate to get elected to this office. And this is my first time in the office. I'm looking forward to another term. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you so much for that brief and precise information you've given to us. Some of us know you very well, but for the purpose of the audience who might not, that's why we just have to ask for this information. And thank you for making it precise and accurate. So, considering the fact that you've done third time, like your first time of as a member of the House of Rep, which is rounding up very soon, can you tell us what is your experience like?
This is actually an excellent question. The reason I said that is that I don't get asked that a lot, but I guess you are someone that thought out this whole program very well, because it's very important. A lot of times folks may not be interested in what is actually your experience. It's actually the experience that will change things, especially for future reference. The experience has been quite challenging, but it's very rewarding. I think it's important to, especially in this kind of forum, to let our people know what are the functions of this office, because a lot of times we're not aware of it. So the MHR position is a legislative position. You are elected to represent the people. And this is done in three parts: the representation part, and then making laws, which we do by virtue of motions and bills. And the third part is a check and balance on the executive, which we do by oversight. We're going through budget defense now, so it's kind of tough. Then we oversight, which means the executive makes the budget, it's brought to the assembly. The assembly now, conducts a budget defense, which means the parastatals, all the advocates will come and defend their budget that was written by the president. So the legislature can add to it or take out of it. So you have another product. Sometimes it's a little messy. At the end of the day, the product comes out and we vote on it. If it's passed, then we take it back to the president for accent. So it becomes law. So that is what the federal government is going to do because the budget is a statement of expenditure of the government for the next year. So that is those are the functions. Now, we have a situation where, because when we see the executive budget, it may not reflect all the aspirations and needs of our people. So that's why you now have situations where legislatures are now also doing projects. But primarily, it should be the function of the executive. So because of the needs are so immense. You also find that, especially in Nigerian House, you have almost every legislature have some kind of projects we are doing in the different areas. And then for us, our representation has been aggressive. What do I mean by aggressive representation? Which means that you can challenge the executive more when you think that your constituency is not being well served. And that is what has been able to give us a lot of dividends, e.g., like the 50, I would say 52 classrooms that we have been able to build in our constituency the past 3 years. Thank you for the question.
Oh, thank you so much for that insight, because most of us that are not there always think the members will go there and say, hi, if you support, say hi, and if you don't support, say
that's it.
Well, it's quite brief, and also giving us an insight to the legislative function and oversight functions as well. But just a quick one around it. In all of this, is this what you expect? Before you got there and after you got there, is there anything that's look so different around the activities that run in the House of Representatives?
Yeah, well, of course, yes. Before I came into it, and that's another great question, because I thought that because of my background and experience that's so vast. I mean, in the US, I was even like associate professor at some point. At one point, I was an advisor to the state of Georgia for health policy. So you think with that kind of background, you can just you wave a wand and you make a change. It's not like that. It's very difficult because you have these legislatures from all over the country, 366 all over the country. So everybody comes with different ideas, different things. So in order for you to get something done, you have to understand that there's going to be compromises, there's going to be consensus. And in the midst of that 360, how do you even get your own bill or motion across, especially when you are new there? So so that's a surprise that things don't get done quick. That I was surprised about. And there's a learning curve that you are going to have to be persistent and very patient about. Yes, I'm surprised about that.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Because us always is not what we all seems looks like until we are into the system. Moving on to the next question, Honorable, is on your first time, what will you say it's your major, when I mean major milestone that you can say, okay, this is exceptional for you?
Yeah, that is right on point, because I would like people to know. I think part of the challenge for us is that because of the everyday challenge of our people, our attention span is not that great. It's not our fault, just does the nature of the system. So we do need folks like you there in the public arena that can let our people know all the things that we have been able to bring to the constituency. It's very important that we didn't just go there and watch what's going on. So when we were good, the way I would like to address it is that the last time when we went to campaign, you will see most of the time I use we, I don't use I, because I think we all did it together. When we went out to campaign, we had a manifesto. We told our people what we were going to do. And I dare say that when you are ticking and ticking, we'll have been able to address all those things. One, we talked about education, because when we went around, we found that there were schools without chairs or desk, and the ceiling was collapsed. So we said that even though we're not in the executive position, we use this office to bring things to fix that. I can categorically tell you that it's very rare in our local government now to find that in terms of desk and chairs or the ceiling that is collapsing. Because what we did was that almost in every ward, I think every ward we have approached, and we have been able to build 11 blocks of classrooms, exactly 52 classrooms. I think that's remarkable, and I think that's the first in this constituency. But if you are talking about legacy or what stands out the most, I would say is the secondary school in Shogunle, which we have actually just received the approval for. What do I mean by that? Since the founding of Shogunle in 1850s, there's never had a junior secondary school. They usually come to Bolade Notion for JSS. But in my own time, we have done that. And we promised them that we were going to do that. So we made the promise, we kept the promise. And Shogunle is happy for it. I would say that stands out. All the other things, well, in terms of classroom, we just did more than has been done. Or chairs and tables, or school bus, or books, and all that. Yeah. That's junior secondary school, I think, is the legacy project. The other project that is in that realm, but may not fully materialize, is the ultra modern medical center that is in Ogundele, in Ewu. What we did there was that we knew that there was a health center that was built there by my predecessor. I'm talking our party now, but that's not functional.
Yeah.
So what we did is that, okay, being a doctor myself, I'm trying to find a backdoor way of giving us a general hospital in Oshodi, because that has a process. So what I did was to build a bigger one than what was there before. You know, this ultra modern with doctors' quarters, nursing quarters. So, and that is operational now. So we can now, I think, from what I gather, the local government chairman, who is also doing very well, by the way, is trying to renovate or fix the one that is in front or build more so that we can add them together in the same location and now use that back door to get the general hospital for Oshodi. So our mothers that are trying to give birth that needs operation will not have to go to Isolo or Lasut to do that. So that I think is also remarkable. Not to talk about all the other things, because it's how you frame the question. But there are some other things that
I guess even the two that you have mentioned, basically that around the secondary school in Shogunle, it's a remarkable project, to be sincere, because you know, the classroom is getting overpopulated and people still have to walk a long distance to reach Bolade before they can attend lectures. And that's definitely, we had to the level of educational system received by the community in Shogunle. And also the Ogundele Ultramedical Center, it's a plus. And by God's grace, as we have planned, if it is materialized to become a general hospital, all of us in the community will be very, very happy. Well done. And I'll say kudos to that, sir. You're really on point on that subject. Okay, let's move on to now. Let's talk about things that's related to the legislative functions, so that we can also have insight. Then we now look at the other plans for coming years on your plans for us. But one of the things that will actually point out is you are very vocal about the intent to do a lot of empowerment for youth in 2019, medical outreach, poverty alleviation. But later, you are later quoted that what you expect is not what you meant. You know, I've actually chipped that question in on your expectation and what you meant. Can you please tell us more details around that? Like, what is it that really shows about what you are expecting and what you actually get as the output? Because this constituency expects more, because there is focus around medical outreach. We've seen that youth empowerment, you've not said anything on that. And, you know, a lot of the economy is biting and inflation rate is about 20.77%. And people has really struggled in terms of their well-being. So we want us to tell us and make emphasis on the youth empowerment in this regard, on what you expect and what you meant. Yeah, it's breaking.
Hello?
I can hear you, but it's breaking. I think it's better now. Your video is clear now. You can go ahead, sir. Can you hear me now, sir? Hello? Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you clearly, sir. I think it's the network fluctuating now.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I can hear you now. I can hear you, but it's breaking.
This is better. Can you come again with the question, please?
Oh, okay. So,
those some calls there.
Okay. Can I go ahead? Can you hear me,
Hello?
sir? Can you hear me now?
Hello? Can you repeat the question, please?
Oh, okay. I said in 2019,
and the volume.
Clear now?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you now, sir. Can I go ahead with the question?
Yes.
Oh, great. Your video is off at the moment. Is it possible to turn off the video, sir?
The video is what?
Your video is off.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, great.
So can you hear me now?
I said, yes, I can hear you clearly, sir. I said before 20.
I cannot hear you that well.
You can't hear me now?
Come again.
Okay. The question, I said, prior to 2019 election, one of your vocals points in the terms of campaign was focus on youth empowerment and poverty alleviation. However, we've seen much done around education and the medical lines in terms of the hospital project in Shogunle, in Gundele, and the school project in Shogunle. But they've not been the youth empowerment scheme and the poverty alleviation program have not been fully focused on. Is there a situation of what you expect to meet before your election to the office and not meeting that expectation that led to this not being fulfilled? Or what exactly is the challenge around that, sir?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Just give me a second. Let me do this again.
I think Honorable is having serious network issues. We want to reconnect.
Okay. Okay. So once again, let me just say for our guest audience on the line, we have been engaging with Honorable Dawodu, a member of House of Representatives representing Oshodi constituency, and this is Oshodi Matured League, where we'll bring the candidate to you to ask them questions of your choice. And based on them representing your interest in the House, it's for you to also engage them on their plans and ambition for the people of Oshodi. Honorable is having challenge with the internet and is trying to join back. And as soon as he joins back, we'll kick off with the questions that I'm already made for him. If you have any question, kindly ensure you put it on, either put it on the platform or you can raise up your hand to ask. However, it's highly recommended that you on your video for us to see your face to ask Honorable any form of any question. Thank you so much for joining us once again. It's really a great pleasure to have you on board this afternoon.
Honorable is back.
Hello, sir. Are you back online?
He's back. He's back. He should unmute himself.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Oh, great. I guess the network is, we are in Nigeria. This kind of thing is expected. So we quite understand that very well.
All
Okay,
right.
can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So the question is, in 2019, some of your vocal points and in terms of your campaign runs around youth empowerment, medical outreach, and poverty alleviation, among other things. And over time, what we've seen is that there is focus on education, which is very fantastic, and the medical outreach based on the hospital built in Ogundele. But some of these other campaign promises have not yet been fulfilled. And the question is now, is it a situation where we've not been experiencing? Is it a situation of what you expect and what you get at the end of the day? Putting in mind that in the last 3 years plus, where COVID have raveled a lot of businesses, and we've also experienced high inflation rates, which is also globally anyway. And at the point we are now at about 20.7% in terms of inflation rate, which a lot of the citizens, not limited to Oshodi constituency alone, are seriously struggling hard to make their ends meet and also have a balanced way of life. So what do you want to say around this? Hello, sir. Okay, I think we'll lose the honorable once again. I guess it's the network situation around this area. Again, I will say welcome aboard again to Oshodi League, where we invite the candidates representing us at the Apc-Federal constituency. Honorable Dr. Dawodu is currently offline struggling with the internet, but as soon as he joins us, we'll kick off with the interview. Thank you for staying tuned. We really appreciate your presence. Again, if you want to ask Honorable any form of question regarding the constituent, kindly unmute you while you have to on your video as a criteria to ask the Honorable any form of question. If you don't want to on your video, you can actually put the question in the chat segment and we'll definitely pass it on to the Honorable. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Again, our sincere apologies for the breaking transmission. We are trying and making an effort to connect the Honorable back. He's currently having challenge with the internet, and in Nigeria, it's something that is expected. Kindly bear with us as we wait a few minutes for him to join back. Thank you for your time and thank you for joining Oshodi League, where we interview the candidates. A quick reminder once again, if you want to ask the Honorable any question, kindly ensure you put on your video and make your question very constructive and avoid any form of foul language. Really appreciate you all for joining and thank you for being part of this great event. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Hello, Honorable. Kindly unmute yourself, sir. You can hear me. Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, Honorable. Can you hear me? Hello, Honorable. Hello, sir. Again, for the audience, I want to welcome you again to these new segments of engaging our House of Representative members. He's currently trying to join us, and there's issue with the internet. I can see that he's back online again, and we've asked some few questions. There are some little ground rule. If you want to ask Honorable any question, you need to turn off your video, and we'll unmute you but you need to specify by raising up your hand. The icon on the WhatsApp Zoom can help you with that. So, and if you have a question you don't want to ask directly, the chat room is very much available for you to engage with the Honorable. Again, thank you once again for joining us. Honorable, can you hear me, sir? Hello, Honorable, can you hear me? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Okay, I think this internet situation is still dragging along from the Honorable side. We hope that this will be resolved and will be online to join us. He has left again. I guess his technical team are working on that with him. So please kindly stay tuned with us, and we hope to get him back online. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Really appreciate you all for coming online to ask the representative of Oshodi Solar Local Government Federal Constituency 1 on the activities he has joined. Just to give you an insight on what he has mentioned so far, we've asked about his background, and he was able to tell us that he attended King's College, among other school, Mayflower, Unilag, studied abroad, then started his medical career with over 20 years in Georgia for coming down to politics You also made mention that it started the political career. Hello, no, can you hear me now?
Hello? 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 The video has stopped. Hello? Hello? Òun gbọ́ padà bọ̀ wọ́n yàn padà náà ní ti wọ́n muted nísìnyí. Hello?
Okay, hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I think I'm having issues with network.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Probably he will join us shortly.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Hello?
Okay.
I can hear you.
To hear the honorable.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Okay. One of the hosts is back online, so probably he'll continue.
Yes.
Mr. Oluwadari.
Yes, I'm back online. The network, since I'm using 3 different networks and I keep struggling around the 3 networks at the moment.
Okay.
But
Okay, so are you back fully online now? Okay, our honorable sir, I will continue from where he stopped. Hello, sir. Okay, it seems the honorable is not online again. Yeah, we apologize for the break in
Honorable is
transmission.
not online yet. It's not online.
Yes. I just saw that.
It's not online. I think it's network and
The network.
on his network. His network is not really helping at all. It affects loads of things.
Exactly.
Network is not helping at all. We can't start without having him on board. There's no how you can start.
Yes. Okay, the honorable is back online. Yeah, welcome back online, sir. Okay. Okay, you're welcome back online, sir. Hello, sir, can you hear us?
Still having a very bad signal. If I can see from here, his network is not stable. The honorable network is not stable, so he can't even hear us. He can't hear us.
Okay, I think the Honorable is back online. Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay, very well. That's good, sir. You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So I'll be continuing from where the other moderator stopped because he's also having network issues.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
the next question. The next question is, why should the people of Oshodi choose you over other candidates? What would you be doing differently if given another 4 years?
Yeah, that's a very good question. But I heard some part of his last question, and I think it's related. What he was saying that for the youth, it seems like what was promised or what was discussed was not actualized. I think he was saying something like that. So I will just take it with your question. See,
Okay, fine, sir.
When we look at the youth, our approach was going to be in different stages. One is that we know in our constituency, all the youths are not at the same level. Some youths are artisans, some are school start holders, and some actually are graduates. What we were going to do was to be, hello, can you still hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
So what we were going to do was to make sure that we were able to put the youth in all these categories and address the situation as such. What we did, I think if we're talking about what was the significant one we did is that we were able to, during screening, I think it was about 50 youth at that time. And we decided that we have to give them the capacity to even understand their situation. So we took these youths to the center in Apapa and brought folks from Abuja to conduct the training, which we call capacity building. And they were able to, they issued them a certificate for that particular period. So that we did. Then the end point of his question, which I share, is that, and that is going to be tied into this dispensation, is going to be focused highly on the youth, because we achieved a lot in education and health and empowerment, all those things. But I don't think we're where we are or we should be when it comes to youth. And I have my own ideas on that, which I was not able to do. So that is in that regard. In terms of why second term, the way it works is that if you see the slogan, and you see this more when the campaign starts, because the campaign has not really started like that, that we're saying, let's do more together, because I know I cannot do it alone. That's our slogan, let's do more together. That means that we feel that the 4 years is not sufficient for what we need to do. But it's in the regard that since you gave us an opportunity to do 3-4 years, and we'll have been able to do this even with COVID, the question is that what more are we not going to be able to do if given more time? So that's why we're saying, let's do more together. And what are we thinking about? We think it's still, we're not where we should be. Have passion on that. So we still continue our instructional materials. And the majority of the planning is going to be science and math. Science, technical, and math. When it comes to the direction we want to go in health is that we need to have a general speech. That's what I think will be landmark achievements for my regime. I think the lines are not efficient. You should probably see just to do more lines. Because we didn't talk area at all. You see that for lines. The never options. The purpose of the evidence.
The network issue once again. Probably let them hold on. Probably our honorable join us again. Yeah, we apologize for the break in transmission because due to hitching network, the honorable will join us shortly. As the technical guys are with him. So we apologize and thank you for your patience.
I think Honorable is struggling with that network from Abuja.
Yes, he is. But the technical guys are with me.
Mr. Dare, I think your network is okay now.
Yes, it's better now. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, great. No, Nigeria and network challenges. I'm switching from 3 networks and I still struggle around it.
We're just trying to manage Honorable and let's try to solve the network issue before we continue.
Okay. Okay. Hello, sir.
He will need to unmute himself.
Hello, sir. You need to unmute yourself so that I can hear you.
I think the network is very bad there. I don't know, maybe he needs to change completely from the network he's using. So we can't even hear him at all. If he's using maybe MTN, he needs to switch to another network entirely. That is just it. But his network cannot go alongside with his video. That is why it's dragging. But if it's going to maintain only audio, you can still enjoy him a little bit.
Okay, Honorable, can you switch off your video and let's just use your audio quality to see if we can have a productive outing at the end of the day?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
I think you can hear me now.
Yeah, the audio is better here, but there is an echo fight back, I guess, because you connect another device. Oh, the network today. Hello, sir. We can't. Hello, sir. We can't hear you at all. It's just breaking.
I think unable needs to change his network completely. If it's on MTN before, you have to leave that MTN aside and pick up another network entirely.
Can you help us reach out to him to have this conversation, please?
Okay, I think one of his technical guys on this platform now, Mr. Salako Damilare, please kindly reach out to him that he should change his network completely. To just get another service provider for now.
Okay, once again, I want to sincerely apologize for all the breaking transmission. I also experienced the same thing with network, where we still struggle with connectivity. And I guess that's a similar thing that is happening with Honorable. And thank you for my co-moderator for standing in at the time I'm struggling with my own network challenges. Well, the Honorable is also trying to connect now. Let's see if we can get through and continue. Thank you for your patience anyway. Hello, sir. Can you hear us now?
No, he can't. I think he's trying to change his phone. Another person's phone.
Okay. Hello, once again, we want to apologize for the break in transmission. We still hope the Honorable will still join us. The technical team are working with him to get the issue resolved as fast as they can. Thank you for staying tuned, all the people present at the moment. Thank you. We believe this will get resolved and we'll move on very soon. Sincere apologies once again. Okay. Well done, everyone. Sorry, we are struggling really with the honorable connecting to the network. I guess the current location where he stands is having a very poor internet connection. And well, this is a regular happening in Nigeria. And I guess it's quite understandable. So I believe on the request of the honorable, and also so that we can have a better engagement, we would have to reschedule this program. A later date will be communicated for us to interact with the honorable. And we sincerely apologize for all the break in transmission and the challenges we have experienced for all of this. So thank you all for joining today. And we sincerely again and again apologize for the issues around the connectivity of the